Andrea, and today I will be talking about my experience in NYC and meeting Paul Higgins, the ultimate fangirl experience. Now, I have nothing written down or anything, so this will just be coming right out of my mouth on what happened on December 7th, 2013 in New York City. Now, I went to New York with my mom, Jen and Shira, who both have been in previous videos of mine, and we took a bus from where we live to Atlantic City at 7:30 in the morning, got there around 8 something, then took a bus to NYC, which was like 2 and something hours, altogether like about 3, and got there around like 10:40. We walked to the boys' hotel, got there around 11-ish. There was already like 30 to 50 people in front of the hotel, and it was freezing cold. It really was. It was freezing. One of the guys that worked there, Grant, was really nice because he was talking to all of us, but was kind of mean at times because he kind of yelled at me for standing on this bush outside the hotel, try to prop myself up, getting ready for a picture to snipe them. But then he threatened to kick us out of the premises, and I got off the barricades and the plant. I have no idea what time this was, but there were like 4 SUVs that pulled up in front of the hotel, and everyone started screaming, thinking it was the boy, but it wasn't. They were just random guests. And me and Shu decided to go check the back of the hotel, which there wasn't a car there. We asked some of the girls who were standing there before, and they said a car pulled out of the garage and left, and then another car pulled into the garage, and then the garage closed. They didn't pay attention to the license plate, so I'm not sure if it was them or not. We were literally standing out there for like 4.5 hours until someone actually came outside. I feel bad for the people who stayed in the front of the hotel because they didn't even come out that way. They came out the back door, and thank the Lord that I was freaking there. So Shira and I went into a little shop to stay warm, which was literally right next to the hotel. We came back out and walked back to the front of the hotel to tell Jen where we were and to tell my mom where we were. But by that time, my mom made a friend, another mom directioner, who was from Connecticut, and I guess they were talking about how crazy their daughters were. So me and Shira made our way back to the back of the hotel, and there was still no sign. No one was moving or anything. So we walked down the block towards 6th Avenue and then walked back to the back of the hotel, and I literally almost had a heart attack because you know what we saw? We saw that black Escalade. I think it was an Escalade, some black SUV like that, and I was flipping the freak out like you don't even understand. Everyone started looking at us because I guess they don't know their license plate like I do. So we went on the other side of the barricades, and we met this girl. Her name was Kat, and she had some friends with her who I didn't learn those names. She actually came up with this idea of protesting, sitting in front of the garage. So she pulled out her phone and started looking up like the Constitution. I mean, I guess it wasn't a bad idea. We, the people, have rights. But we never went through with that plan. And then it happened. Niall and Liam came out of the back of the hotel. Holy freaking crap. Shira saw Liam, and I got a picture of you could tell a little bit of blonde hair from it, but it was kind of blurry, so you probably wouldn't be able to tell. It was like a one-way street, so I followed the car into the street on the one-way street. I got to the window where Niall was, flipping out, man, flipping out. I was flipping out. And then the car kept moving on the one-way street, so I ran to the end of the block, ran into the street, the two-way street. Like, cars were going that way, their car was turning into that way. So I ran into the street, started following them. There's so many girls behind me, chasing them, But then there was 2 green lights in a row, and they sped up. But I got this video of me so close to the car door, so close to the window, and I was on the side where Liam was. And then, oh my gosh. So it was honestly crazy. Here is a clip from that. Photo! I feel like I could have gotten a picture with Liam and Niall if I just kept going. I was sprinting. but I just got so tired and I was literally crying while I was chasing that car. But I felt like I was going to lose them anyway, so I just went back to the back of the hotel, and then we saw Paul's car. What? His car was kind of stuck in traffic a lot, so me, Shira, Jen, and some girl that followed us, we learned later on her name's Emma. We were following Paul's car because obviously he's going to go to the same place, which we guessed was Rockefeller and the NBC studios, and we were right. His driver definitely tried to get rid of us because he went like straight, turned again, turned back, and like there was such an easier way to get to the NBC studio garage, but he was trying to lose us, but he didn't because traffic, NYC traffic, thank you very much. I ended up getting a picture with Paul. He was at a red light, and me, Shira, Jen, and Emma were there. We were on the sidewalk, and I was like, "Hi, Paul," and his window was down, and he's like, "Hello." Actually, I'm not even going to attempt accents right now. And I yelled across from the sidewalk, and I'm like, "Can I get a picture with you?" He was like, "The light's about to turn green. I don't think that's safe." But Emma starts walking up to him and takes a picture with him, so I just start walking up. Pull my phone out. My glove was like half on because I needed my fingerprints to use my phone. So it was kind of a struggle, and I took a picture like sideways. I'm like, yo. He couldn't get into the picture, so he leaned out of the car even more to get in the picture with me, which was cool. Paul, you rock. And by the way, if you're not like a directioner or you don't know who Paul is, then I am telling you that he is their tour manager / bodyguard. And if you don't believe me, if you think he's one or the other, no, he is both, and I have proof for you on my handy dandy cellular device. I don't know, but it's somewhere on Tumblr. He said it on Radio 1. If you want to argue with me, then I'll show you proof next time. Shira was close to getting a picture with Paul too, but then the light turned green and he kind of went and left. But me and Emma got a picture with Paul, and it was really cool, so I'll have a picture of me and Paul right here. That whole time, I didn't even know where my mom was. While we were running and following Paul's car, she was like, "Text me where you were." So I told her, I think we're headed to Rockefeller. So we got to the NBC studio garage. Someone said that Harry already went into the garage of his car, and then Paul was behind him, but we already met Paul. And then later on, the band's van car thing went in to the garage, and then it was Niall and Liam that pulled in. I have no idea in that mix where Louie and Zane were, but apparently they were there. I pushed a lot of people that day, and I kind of ran into a little kid, oops. But it was a cool experience, and I swear to God, Liam and Niall definitely saw me that day. I'm running out of battery, so that was basically my experience. After they went into SNL, we left, we took a bus back home. We got back at around 11ish, and I got to watch SNL for a little bit until I got really tired. So I didn't actually finish the show, but Paul Rudd was incredible doing that skit in the beginning with like direction. Anyway, I'll see you all next week, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I would like you to comment, ask me a question about this experience, give this video a ginormous thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.